Welcome to this bonus episode of the Radiology Review podcast. I will release this episode on July 1st, 2020, and as you all know, July 1st is typically the day that new radiology residents embark on their residency. July 1st is also a day that many reflect and offer advice to those who are starting out or still completing residency. And I want to offer 10 maxims for success during radiology residency based on my own experience and my reflections on residency since completing my residency and fellowship training and having several years under my belt as an attending radiologist. These are in no specific order. Let's go ahead and dive into it. My 10 maxims for success during radiology residency. The first on my list is to learn as much radiology as you can while supervised, because you can never predict what your unsupervised professional future may require. I know the temptation during residency can be to focus on the area or those areas of radiology that interest you the most, and then brush by those areas of radiology that you personally do not enjoy. But I encourage you to learn everything you can. For example, even if you think you will never possibly be asked to perform a breast biopsy in the future, or a barium enema, or a pediatric intussusception reduction, if you have the opportunity to participate in these, take it to heart and learn everything you can, because it is possible in your professional future that you may at some point encounter one of these situations, and what you learn in residency may come through and help you out in a time of need. I encourage you to take advantage of the supervised learning environment in every instance and graduate residency being as prepared as you possibly can for your future. Prepare to succeed. That's the maxim that I often use on my podcast. Next, be kind and respectful to everybody, especially when you are on call. So again, be kind and respectful to everybody, even when stressed, even when you are on call, and this will serve you well throughout residency and in your future career. Next, never waste an opportunity to learn from your mistakes. You certainly will make mistakes during residency. Most of these mistakes will be very minor, but every mistake needs to be learned from. That is the point of residency training, is that you're in a situation where you can make mistakes without these greatly affecting your patients. You have backup from other residents, fellows, and attendings. And when you are made aware of having made a mistake, learn from it. Otherwise, the mistake is pointless. And I believe it is unethical for your patient if you do not learn from your mistake. So never waste an opportunity to learn from your mistakes. Put in the extra work required to learn what you didn't know or identify why the mistake was made and do better in the future. Next, take care of your life outside of radiology and you will find more satisfaction at work. I think this is so important. If your life outside of the reading room is a mess, it is going to be really difficult to keep it all together while you are at work as well. Take care of those relationships that matter to you. Take care of your own physical health. Take care of your own mental health. Put in the effort and time and sacrifice required to have a healthy life outside of radiology, and I promise you that you will find more satisfaction when you are at work. Next, engage with the broader radiology community in some way that brings you joy. During my residency, I became quite involved with the American College of Radiology, and I found joy and professional satisfaction from the relationships I was able to build and from the experiences I had. Also, if you are inclined to social media, go ahead and be engaged and involved and reach out to others in the field, and you will get to know people and understand current events in radiology and contribute by sharing your own ideas and experiences. So again, engage with the broader radiology community in some way that brings you joy. Next, mentor a medical student. I was able to mentor some medical students during residency, and I found that to be really helpful. By entering residency, you have successfully navigated a difficult process, which is applying and interviewing and writing personal statements and succeeding on your USMLEs and medical school. And there is a lot of valuable experience that you have that you can then pass on to the next generation. I believe you will also enjoy being a resident more when you are giving back to others, and helping medical students is something that I think everybody should do, whether a resident, fellow, or attending. So mentor a medical student during residency. or even better, mentor many medical students during residency. Next, reach out when you need help. Now, I mean this professionally and I mean this personally. If you need help in your professional life, reach out and find those who can support and help you. If you need help keeping up with the amount of knowledge that you need to acquire during residency, talk to your program director and talk to your mentors early on, and they will work with you to find strategies to help you. If you need help with relationship advice, or if you need help with mental health issues, find appropriate resources. Most residency programs have counseling services available, and you should take advantage of them. There's no shame in doing that. Also, reach out to your family and friends when you need support. Make sure that you communicate when you are struggling, and know that there are many people who are there and able to help you during residency. So again, reach out when you need help. You don't have to sit in the dark even though you are a radiology resident. Next, develop lifelong friendships with your faculty. Now, I know you won't be a lifelong friend with every single faculty member, but I think that a successful residency will foster at least a few lifelong friendships, and those can be so meaningful to you, and you can find that these friendships are mutually beneficial both to yourself and those faculty members who become your friend over coming years. And overall, it's just a good idea to make friends wherever you are. Next, prepare consistently to succeed on radiology board exams and in life. This prepare to succeed notion is something I believe strongly in. To succeed on radiology board exams, you really need to constantly prepare. This is not the type of exam that you can cram for at the very end and be successful. Now, there will be a component of cramming towards the end, but that will only work if you already have a very strong base to support that. So prepare consistently to succeed on radiology board exams and prepare consistently to succeed in life. If you show up every day, work hard, study, be involved, be attentive, be diligent, you will succeed in radiology. And I believe that many of those traits will also allow you to succeed in life. And finally, and this is in no specific order again, but this is the last of the 10 points, realize as early as possible that time is your most precious commodity and live accordingly. For those who are just starting radiology residency, 4 years is hardly enough time to learn everything. Time is your most precious commodity. Don't squander any of it during radiology residency, and also don't squander any time during life. Make sure that you are focusing on those things that matter most and those things that are most important, and live accordingly. I have made these 10 maxims for radiology residency success available on my website, www.theradiologyreview.com. If you have some of your own maxims for radiology residency success that you would like to share with me, please send those to me on Twitter at RadRevPodcast or at theradiologyreview@gmail.com. I would love to see those and potentially share some of those with our listeners if you are in agreement. Also note that during the coming months or years, this list may change. Experience continues to teach us new life lessons, and if I do make changes to my 10 maxims for success during radiology residency, I will make sure and quickly discuss these on future podcast episodes. I wish you all a very successful new academic year. Remember to be happy, work hard, prepare diligently, and you will succeed, both in life and radiology residency.